Good morning, students. So today we discuss about insertion sort. Okay. So insertion sort here insertion sort is also so insertion sort works similarly. We sort the cards in our hand in the card game. You already know the card game. So the same manner we insert here. Okay. So first we have to assume that the first card is already in sorted order. Okay. First what we have to assume that first card is in sorted order. Then we compare with the next card that is unsorted card. So if the unsorted card is greater than the card in hand, it is placed on the right, otherwise to the left. Okay. So what we have to do first, we here this is the example here. Here in this example, I am considering 9 as in sorted order. Then I take the next element, that is 5. So 5 is compared with 9. So it is less than 9. So 5 comes front and 9 here. Swap occurs here. Okay. Next I pick up 1. 1 is compared with both 5 and 9. Okay. So that that is arranged in order here. Compared with 9 and also compared with 5. Then that place in sorted order. Next 4 is compared with these 3 elements and positioned in a appropriate position, placed in appropriate position. Similarly 3. Here 4 placed here, and finally 3 is compared with 9, and 3 is compared with 5, and 3 is compared with 4. Here 5 and 4 and placed here. So in this way insertion sort will works. Okay, clear? Just like cards, how we set the card, the same manner insertion sort works here. Okay, next one, cell sort. Okay, cell sort is the generalized version of insertion sort algorithm. Okay, it first sort the elements that are far apart from each other and successively reduce the interval between the element to be sorted. Okay, so it is generalized version of insertion sort algorithm. Already I told in just now I told the insertion sort. Okay, so in cell sort it first sort elements that are far apart from each other and successfully reduce the interval between the elements to be sorted. Okay, so the interval between the elements is reduced based on the sequence used. Here cell original size is n by 2, n by 4 and so on 1. Okay, so we are considering in this way. So just see the example, you can understand. This is the array. So we assume the cell original sequence is how much the size of this is n equal to n equal to 8. So 8 by 2 is 4. So here this element is compared and swapped if they are in order. Compared if they are not in order, swapped. Okay. Fourth element, see here. So see here the 0th element is compared with the 4th element. Okay. If the 0th element is greater than 4th one, then the 4th element is stored in temp variable and the 0th element is greater than and the element is stored in the 0th position. Okay, see here this is 5 and this is 9. So what we have to do, just swap these two. And see here after this what we have to do, okay. So next this element is compared with 8. Okay, so this is median. The next element is compared with array of 1 and the next element is compared with the array of 2 if they are in order. Okay, otherwise swap will occur. Okay, next 4 is compared with 3 and swap will occur. There is no need, and 7 is compared with 1. Okay, Again, the loop is divided by 2. After comparison, again the loop is again divided by 2. The next element here this same procedure here. Previously we do n by 2. Now we do n by 4. Okay. So the next element is compared with the element is compared with the a of 0 if they are in order. They are swap. Otherwise they are in order. Okay. Otherwise they swap. Okay. Then n by here. First we have to divide n by 2, then n by 4, then n by n. Finally, the elements are arranged in sequential order. Okay. Clear? This is cell shot. Okay. Anybody has any queries? Any queries, students? Next one, radix shot. Okay. Next, coming to the radix sort algorithm. So radix sort algorithm, we are considering one table. Okay. So we're considering one table. The table consisting of 0 to 9 numbers. 0 to 9, we are considering the table the index 0 to 9, and we divide. We store the elements in least significant bit. So here first least significant bit is 1. Okay. In one position we stored here. Here's 2. Second position we stored here. 4. Fourth position. Again here third position. Okay. So we are considering the table with the numbers. Okay. I'm explaining here. We are considering the table with 0 to 9. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we considering here. So we first consider the least significant bit and store the result here. So here 1 is there, so we stored in one location. Here also 2. Here least significant 2 we stored in second location, and we stored in this location. Again 23. Again 1 is there, is stored in this location, and 45. Okay. Next, after storing this, we consider this in ascending order. In this order only, we write these elements in this order. Okay. So that is 121 and 432. Okay. Just write this in this order. Then you consider the second least significant bit. That is now we consider unit place. Now we consider tens place. And tens place, I consider tens place and stored in that location. Okay. Consider tens place and stored in that location. Okay. Next, 100 place. Okay. Here, first we consider tens place, that is 2. In second location, it will store here 3, here 6, here 2, here there is no tens place here, here 4, here 8. So in this location, we stored here. Okay. Clear, students? Okay, just rewrite these elements and take the second position. Okay, that is 10th position. Okay, so here 121 is stored in second location. Here 432 is stored in third location. Here second location. Okay, next consider the second one, means tens in tens place. Okay, after tens place, see here I am writing here 122nd place. So stored 121 here. I'm changing the color now. Sir, 121 here stored, and 23 also here stored, and here 432. So 432 here stored, and 564 6 here. So 564 stored here, 43 stored here. Sorry, 432. Sorry, 45. So 45 stored here, and 78 stored here. Just to write the elements in order. Okay, so what are the elements here? Here first one is 23, next 121, next 43, 432, next 45, next 564, 788. Okay, again you consider third position. So third digit. Okay, so if there is no third digit, store there only. Okay, then these elements are arranged in order. Okay, so how many digits are there? You just consider in that one. Finally, you sort the elements in. Now we consider the 100th position. So here there is one is there. So first location is store 121, and these two are these three are not considered. So they are arranged in their particular positions only. Okay. So see example here, you can understand. Here in this way you are considering zero either in front, then you calculate the digits. Okay, clear, students? Or any doubt? So first you take unit place, then tens, then 100. Here 788 is there, so you consider 100 position. If there is 1788, you consider 1000 position also. All the elements are arranged in only 0 to 9 table only. Okay, clear? So what we have to do is sorting. We are sorting decimal numbers, that is 10. We assume that there are 10 pockets ranging from 0 to 9. Initially all the 10 pockets are empty. So I am considering this as 10 pockets. So initially all these are empty, and we consider first unit place, then tens place, then 100 place. Okay, clear? Ready, start. Any doubt, students? Clear? Next one, heap sort. So here in heap sort, what we have to do is we construct a binary tree for the heap and we can solve the problem. Okay. So what we have to do is first you construct the heap sort for the given data. Okay. Said there are two types of heaps are there, min heap and max heap. Min heap means the root node has least element. In the overall tree, the root node contains the least element and left and right are greater than that element. The same property follow all levels. Here, this 5 is less than this 2. 9 is less than this 2. Okay. So, min heap means the root element or parent root element is less than the left and right sides. Okay. Max heap means the root element is greater than the left and right side. Okay. Here 12 is greater than 9 and 10. Here 5 and 10 is greater than 5 and 6. 1 is greater than 9. So 9 is greater than 1. So these two we call it as a heap. Okay. So here two types of heap sorts. Heap is there, mini heap and max heap. So what we have to do is first we have to construct the heap sort for the given data. See here, I am considering this example. See here. Okay. So what we have to do is just construct the binary tree, either min heap or max heap. So I am explaining this example. See here, I am constructing the heap here. So initially my first element is 1. Next left and right in binary tree, insert at left and right directions only. So insert left here. I am constructing a min heap. So the root is lesser than the tall, condition true. Here also the element is lesser than, condition true. Next I insert 5. See here, I insert 5 here. Then check is the min heap or not. So it is not a min heap because this element is greater than this. So we swap these two. Okay. So what here 5 will come. Okay, here 5, here 12. Because I am constructing the min heap. Okay, next element is 6. Okay, this is true because root element is lesser than this. Okay. Next 10. 10 here. Left, right, left. Okay. So this is our mini heap tree. I am constructing in this way. So after constructing the mini heap, then what we have to do is then store the root node in the last leaf node, and that element is stored in the root node. Okay. So that is here I store this after constructing the mini heap tree. Then you can do in this way. So you store this here. Okay. So I am storing 1 here. I store 10 here. So this part we call it as a sorted part. Okay. Now 1 is in sorted order. Okay. Don't touch this one. Remaining tree you can balance. Okay. Now you can balance the tree because if you constructing min tree, the element is lesser than the root node. So this is not a min tree. So swap here. So 10 comes here and 5 here. So here 10 not greater than root. So 6 comes here and 10 come here. So next min element is 5. Okay. So next store this in this sorted position. Okay. Next leaf child is this one. You store here. Okay. Now what happened is this 5 comes here and 10 moves upward. So this part we call it as a sorted part. Now 1, 5 are in sorted part. Then we rearrange this tree. So next minimum element comes top. So 6 come top, then 10, then 9. This one is 12. Remaining 5 and 1 are in sorted part. Okay. So next least element is 6. 6 comes here. Okay. Okay, 6 comes here and 12 there. Okay, this part we call it as a sorted part. Then rearrange the tree. So 9 comes here and 12 comes here, 9 here. Okay, then you arrange you store the element here. So 9 comes here, next 10, 12. So in this way you sort the elements in using heap sort. So what you have to do is first you construct the binary tree, either min heap or max heap, then store the top element in the least position. Okay, clear? Is it clear, students, or anyone any doubt? Reply me if you any doubt. Is it clear? Anyone reply with a message? See, students. See example here, how we construct the min heap. Here insert 50. I store insert 50, then 60. I am constructing min heap. See the example here, you can clearly understand. Okay, 60, next insert 80 right side, and next insert 20. See here 20 I inserted here, but this is not min heap, so I swap the elements. So after swapping, see here this element, these two are swapped, then 20 comes here, then 60. So this is min heap. Then insert 70, 70 inserted here. Next insert 15. So insert 15 here. So it's violated the property. So swap and interchange. So in this way, how to construct the min heap. So after constructing tree, then min tree, then what you have to do is just store the root element into the last child. So you store here, and 15 stores here, and 50 store root. Then rearrange the tree in min heap by leaving this one. Okay, clear? Here we discussed cell sort. Here we discussed searching, linear search, binary search, Fibonacci search, hashing. We discussed sorting definition. We discussed bubble sort. Discussed selection sort. Discussed selection sort. Also discussed quick sort. Discussed match sort. Discussed okay. Cell sort. Discussed radix sort. Discussed heap sort. Discussed and one topic remaining is that is iterative and recursive match sort. Okay. Just now I explained the iterative and recursive method. So this is iterative method. So this one we already discussed iterative method. We just divide by 2 and when it comes to single then compare these two elements. So that we already discussed, that is we call it as a iterative method. Okay. So this is already discussed. This is we call it as a iterative method. Sorry, this one is recursive. Recursively divide by 2 and we compare. So this already discussed in next class. Now we discussed about iterative method. See student, this is iterative method. Okay. So here by using a linked list, we saw the elements. That is here. It is a example for iterative method. Okay. So here the method this use here we are sorting by using the iteratively. Okay. So here we iterative method means here we cannot use any recursive calls. Okay. So a purely iterative method for method with no recursion call is discussed. Okay. So we use bottom up approach for method in the okay in this. So the method first merges two items, then four and so on. So here that is we called as iterative method. What it has to do? First, it compare these two elements and stored in order. Then these two, and then these four, then these four. So in this way, it compare iteratively and merge the elements. Okay. So here now 40 and 20 is compared and merge. They are in ascending order. Okay. What is in recursion? What we have to do in recursion? We just do divide the array into subparts and merge the left part and right part. Then by using merging technique, you can perform. Here the first element and second element are compared and they are arranged in order. Then next three elements are compared. Okay. See procedure here. Here we use bottom up approach of merge sort. Okay. So here the merge sort first merges two items, then four, then eight, and so on. In this way, it merges and compare. Okay, that is iterative merge sort. Okay, clear, students? Okay, so we covered all the topics in searching and sorting. So anybody has any queries regarding last unit, 16 unit? Any queries, students? So I covered all 6 units. So our syllabus is over. Anybody else? I will provide material to you. So all 6 units are covered. I will provide material. Anybody has any queries regarding searching and sorting? Any queries, students? I will discuss about linear search. Here linearly it will search the elements. See, first element is compared with next element. Okay, there is other one. Here linear search works on both sorted and unsorted array. Okay, works on both sorted and unsorted array. Yes, here linear search works on sorted and unsorted array. Coming to the binary search, it works only on sorted array. So what it have to do? You just divide the array and compare the middle element, divide by 2 and compare the searching element with the middle element. Okay. So for example, here I want to set the element is 4. Okay. So I divide this low plus high by 2. That is 6. So 6 is compared with 4. If it is true, it return. No, 4 is not 4 is here 4 is not there. So then you have to check the element is greater than the middle element or less than. So less than means you search on left side. Greater than means you search on right side. Now 4 is less than 6. So again you divide this part by 2. That is 4. See here what we have to do. If x equal to mid, then return mid. Otherwise, compare element to be set. Okay. The low plus I equal to, that is mid is 4. So searching element is 4. So we found the element. Okay. Just remember that binary search works on only sorted array. Okay, clear students? Next, see the quicksort algorithm. I already told you. Just see. See the bubble sort once again. So if the condition is same, if first element is compared with this one, condition 2, it swap. Otherwise, condition false, stay here only. So these two compared, this one is less. Then this element is compared with this one. Okay. So in this way, perform bubble sort. Okay, clear students? Are any doubt? Okay. So this one is called as a recursive method. So recursively divide the number by 2 and we compare with left element, then right here in this way. After sorting the left array and the right array, then you have to consider third array and compare these two and which element is less, that is stored in this array. Okay, clear? Any queries, students? See students example. Fifth example, see here. 114,370. Okay. So compare the values and swapping will occur. So we are constructing here max heap. Max heap per min heap. Okay, see here min heap we are constructing here. So here we compared and this one, so 0 comes there, and in this way how to sort the elements in this order. So this one we are constructing max heap. Okay. So what we have to do? So what we have to do here? 14 is greater than 1. We move here. So we are constructing here max heap. So after constructing the max heap, we store the highest element in the leaf node. So I store the 14 here and 0 there. Okay. Then remove 14 means that is in sorted order. Okay. So then we have to again reconstruct the tree. So next highest element is 7. 7 comes here, and 7 comes here and 0 comes there, and remove 7. Then this is the tree. Okay, clear. So in this way, how to construct the heap cell. Okay. So our 620 is our student. Anybody has any queries? Please write a message in chat box. Thank you.